So this one is a beast, but it's a classic official guide problem. Let's do this. They're talking about revenue and things like that. Revenue is, the quantity of something, what you sell times the price equals the revenue. So let's do like how many sold, newspapers A and B, and the dollars per. So we know, let's just call this X and Y. We sold X of these and Y of these, and these were $1 each. And these were $1.25, so that's 5/4. 5/4 of a dollar. Okay. So then we know the revenue from A just equals X, and the revenue from Y equals 5/4. Or for the revenue from B is 5/4Y. So we know like total revenue is X plus 5/4Y. All right, let's work this in. R percent of the store's revenue was from A. Okay, so this here, the revenue from A, which is X, that is R percent, so R over 100 of the store's total revenue, which we said was X plus 5/4 Y. Okay, that's one thing. And then P percent of the newspapers sold, so we're from A. So X is also, X here again, just being the number sold, it's the same as the revenue from newspaper A, because the dollar price per newspaper is just 1. So the number sold is X, and also the revenue is X in terms for newspaper A. So we know the number sold, X, is P percent of all the total newspapers sold, which would be the total number sold would be X plus Y of A and B in terms of actual number of newspapers sold. So we have that. I mean, we have both these equal X, so I guess you could set them equal to each other. R over 100 times X plus 5Y over 4 equals P over 100 times X plus Y. Okay, I'd want to clean this up a little bit. First of all, you can multiply both sides by 100 and then just get rid of that part of it. So that's gone. And then maybe let's make this fraction in here a little cleaner first, just to prepare to kind of put all this together. So that's all 4x, that's all over 4. But then what I also want is to have like Y, and I want to make X and Y go away so I can put everything in terms of R and P. So maybe I'll solve one of these over here for Y. Okay, so solving for Y here, 100 multiplied by 100, 100x, and then divide by P over P equals X plus Y. That's me solving this one. And then subtract X, so 100x over P minus X equals Y. And then so that's, make a common denominator here, so that's, it used to be times P over P, so that's XP over P. So then if I simplify that even more, I'll divide out the X. X times 100 minus P over P equals Y, because I'm just trying to put X and Y in terms of each other is really what I'm doing there. So I can plug in for Y and make things cancel. So this is already getting to be a nightmare, but I have Y equals all this stuff, so I'm going to put that in. So R times 4x plus 5 times, we said that's X times 100 minus P, all this over P, and then all of that over 4 equals P times X plus Y was again X times 100 minus P all over P. Okay, what a nightmare, but let's look at this more. What we can do is factor out x from everything. This term over here, both these terms on the right have x, and over here all of these terms have x, so actually x is gone. Okay, that makes things a little easier, because then I have r times 4 plus, distribute the 5 through here, 500 minus 5p all over p. And I'll go ahead and make that, get a common denominator here of p, so that needs to be 4p over p plus that. So then if I put all that together, that's r times 4p minus 5p is negative p, so 500 minus p over p. All of that equals, I'm doing this part over here now, distribute the p, also this is p over p plus 100 minus p over p, so if I add that together, that's just p times 100 over p. So that cancels, so that all of this ended up just equaling 100. Okay, so then which is only expresses r in terms of p, that means solve for r. And this is also over 4. So that's over 4. So then I'll go and multiply the 4 to the other side, that's 400. So that 4 is gone. And then I'll continue to solve for r, so multiply by p. That goes to the other side, so r equals 400p divided by 500 minus p. Wow. A lot of algebra, pretty crazy. Don't sweat it a whole lot if you didn't follow that, just go through that a few times. You probably got these two setups okay, but then it's just a matter of, okay, using x and y to isolate for y, and then plug that in for y, so you just have x, and things end up canceling. You could also make up some numbers here. It's still like a really hard problem no matter what you do, but that's me doing it live. Hope you enjoyed.